What do you think about Nick? Very capable communicator. What do you think about him?
He's a very talented communicator, but he burns every bridge that he has because he doesn't know how to express gratitude. He's probably the biggest ingrate I've ever met in my life. I'm Jewish.
Ingrate?
Ingrate. He is an ingrate. And I am Jewish. And, you know, I got a lot of heat. When I ran for Congress, I lost a lot of donors because I defended Nick's right to free speech. I said, look, even as a Jew, I don't like a lot of the stuff he says about Jews in Israel, but he has a right to say it. And I don't think that somebody his age or just anybody, doesn't matter how old you are, should be demonized and have their bank account shut down and be blacklisted everywhere. I mean, I've been subjected to that. I know what it's like.
He has as well, though, right? I think don't you guys have a lot in common.
That's what I'm trying to say. I've known Nick for several years because we both were a select few a very small group of people who had been viciously deplatformed. There's not many people outside of us who, and now he has access to his Twitter account too, but I'm still banned on all these other platforms. And I had been debanked and shut down on all the same payment platforms he did. So we kind of connected in that sense over our shared experience being deplatformed and persecuted, even if we don't agree on all of the issues. And, you know, there's countless videos of him talking about, oh, Laura's so great. Oh, she's my friend. Oh, she's wonderful. He endorsed me when I ran for Congress, even if, you know, he publicly said that he didn't agree with me on the Israel issue. But he is very ungrateful. You would think that somebody would realize, wow, you know, she didn't need to go out on a limb for me. She got a lot of backlash from the Jewish community for defending my right to defend myself. But then he goes on a show and says that I'm a quote, a dog-faced bitch. And he says that he calls me the biggest whore in politics. Like just from 2 weeks ago, that's what he said about me. Not a sexual whore. Like he says that, oh, her mouth is for rent. Why is my mouth for rent? Because I don't agree with you? Because I don't want to jump on your bandwagon of attacking President Trump? You're an ingrate. Change the name of your show. Stop ripping off President Trump's branding if you're going to say that your show is America First and you're propping up billboards attacking him and you're saying that, oh, he's fat, he's a loser, he's this, he's that. Like, when are you going to change the name of your show? He's admitted that he's made hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars off of his show, which is literally a reappropriation of Donald Trump's branding. So, you know, without going into a tirade, I'll just say, you know, I tried to defend his right to free speech. I never advocated for his blacklisting. I never said that he should be canceled. I always said that he should have a right to be able to say what he wants to say. But he turns on everybody. It's like an injured dog that just goes in a corner, you know, that goes in a corner and tries to bite people when you're trying to, you know, help this dog. He reminds me of a lot of these injured dogs that I try to rescue. I'm very involved in animal rescue, where it's like, you know, you find a dog that's very scared and injured and it's backed into a corner, and you try to offer it food, you try to offer it shelter, you try to offer it water, and it just tries to bite you no matter how much you try to help it. That's Nick, and that's why he doesn't have any friends. And I don't want to be malicious towards him, but every single person who has ever tried to give him a helping hand, any type of person who has tried to be gracious towards him. I'm the person that gave him the intel when somebody showed up to his home trying to shoot him a few months ago. He said, oh, thank you so much for giving me the information about who facilitated this against me. I really appreciate it. Oh,
you gave him
Yes, I gave him the information that he was able to then report to the FBI. And I did that because I don't agree with all of his views. I don't think that he deserves to be gunned down. And he admitted to me. This was like a text message exchange. And you would think that somebody who helped give you information that could have saved your life and prevented you from being shot, or at least gave you information about the people who facilitated this act against you, you would be a little bit more gracious, right? Even if you don't agree with them. So eventually people have to take responsibility for their own actions. He's a brilliant communicator. He obviously is very intelligent, but you know, you are responsible at the end of the day for the bridges that you burn. You are responsible for the bridges that you burn. And don't go around crying.
How old is he?
I don't know. I think he's like 25, 26. So again, I think that I'm not just sitting here bad-mouthing him. I try to be nice, but I'm only going to be nice until somebody gives me a reason not to be nice.
Yeah.
I still believe the things I said. I don't think that he should be canceled. I don't think that that he should be blacklisted. I think that everybody, regardless of their views, has a right to be heard. Again, if you're going to be advocating for Islamic terrorism, or if you're going to be supporting terrorism or violence, then that's when you don't have a right to your voice anymore, because then it's incitement, and that's not constitutionally protected speech. But there's so many people in this industry who just forget the things that you've done for them, or they forget the things that you've done to go out of your way at your own expense. It's not like I gain anything from being nice to him or advocating for his right to free speech. I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in donations because of the stance I took on free speech absolutism. And I tried to explain to people, look, it's not, we live in America. People have a right to free speech. And then you go around and say something that's so nasty. It's just, I don't know. I'm a very loyal person, and I think that you got to show gratitude to the people that at least try to, and I'm not saying I advocate for his cause, because I certainly do not agree with what he says, but I believe he has a right to say it. He has a right to say it. And it just, I'm sure you've had similar experiences where you go out of your way to do something nice for somebody or help them, and they just shit all over you.
Yeah, I think, I don't know his background, his upbringing, parents, family, kids, where he's at, number one, oldest, youngest. I don't know who he was in high school. I don't know how he came about. When I see his clips, he's extremely thorough in the way he delivers his message. And he's 26. I'm trying to think what I was doing at 26. And how much more growth I'm going to have. You're sitting here, we're talking about the fact that why would Trump be so forgiving to this person, to that person, to this person? Do I think the 26-year-old Trump was forgiven? Hell no. Do I think the 36-year-old was? Hell no. Do I think it took him a while to kind of also grow and develop into what he is today? Of course. That's the one thing that we forget, that a lot of people are going to be around for a long time.
Yeah.
And some people are just not going to make it. This is a very tough gig to stay relevant and be around for a long time.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's going to happen when people get married and have kids and priorities change and marriage happens and kids happen. This is a lot of work that different phases of life hasn't happened. But I'm interested when you're saying this. By the way, who said America first? So when did he start his podcast? I'm just curious, because you just got me thinking.
I think he started it like 8 or 9 years ago or 7. It's
Can
like
you go to ChatGPT?
I think like right when Trump became president, or when he was running. But again, he even says in the very beginning of his initial episodes that he named his show after Trump's movement, America First.
Got it. Okay, so 2017, I think Trump probably said it in 15 or 16.
So after Trump.
So your biggest challenge is that he doesn't give enough credit and gratitude towards the president, and that's the word you're using, Ingrate, the fact that lack of
he built his
gratitude.
career, he built his entire show off of claiming that he was a Trump supporter. And then you could play the clip. I mean, I don't care if you do, but saying, oh, you're fat, you suck. He didn't even vote for Trump in 2024. So if you're not voting for Trump in 2024, why are you so fixated? Like, why are you pretending like he owes you so much? You didn't even vote for him. You took out billboards against his campaign in 2024. You literally told people to either not vote or go vote for Kamala Harris. So my point is that there's a lot of people out there who, I mean, look, everybody has a right to do what they want to do. He obviously has his following. But, there are a lot of people out there, including him, who take issue with me because I view myself as a loyalty enforcer. I do. And I'm a loyal person, and I'll call people out. I don't care who you are. Doesn't matter how powerful you are. If I think that you are doing something to undermine Trump and his administration, I'm going to be calling you out. And I called him out during the campaign, and I don't think he ever got over it.
Nick?
Yeah.
You called him out.
Hey everybody, Laura Loomer here. I'm so excited to finally announce that I've joined Minect. So please be sure that you connect with me on Minect. I can't wait to chat with you, whether it be about politics, investigative journalism, or if you just want to talk to me about your furry friends and how you too can get involved in my passion of animal rescue. Whatever it is, I can't wait for you to connect with me on Minect. So be sure that you contact me today.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.